Hello, screenwriters, and welcome to Writing for Screens, the screenwriting step-by-step project, chapter 226, episode 226. My name is Glenn Gers, and I come to you every Monday through Friday, if I can make it, at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to let you look over my shoulder, share my screen as I write a script. I do this in order to teach a part of screenwriting that I think is kind of undertaught, which is the process, the day-by-day, line-by-line, page-by-page work of getting thoughts and feelings and ideas and ambitions into script form on the page. I am not trying to tell you what a great script is. I'm not trying to tell you what will sell. I am just trying to tell you that if you want to have a great script or you want to have a script that'll sell, first you have to get a script, and that takes a process. It takes a while. It takes a lot of steps. And so I'm just trying to let you watch me walk through those steps as I figured out for myself in a 25-year career writing for TV and movies, in case it will help you when you are facing the blank page. It's not the only way to do it. It's not the right way to do it. It's just a way that I think is practical. I am just trying to show you some techniques, some tricks, some tips, some things to try while you figure out your best process, because everybody's process is different. Every writer is different. Every project is different. The only thing that you can focus on is how do you get it into scene shape, get an outline, get a rough draft, get those scenes to read better, and then you've got a readable script. And that is the goal. Hello, Nathan. I am mostly keeping cool. Thank you. I hope you are too. I know you are in California, which is currently a gazillion degrees. The actual temperature is a gazillion. So that's bad. But we will all do our best to try and get through, drink plenty of fluids, stay in the shade, try to get to where there is coolness. Speaking of coolness, I think it is cool that we are moving ahead. You get that segue there, folks? Moving ahead into the last third of the script. That's pretty cool in this hot weather. So yeah, we are on page 41 of 69. We are getting to the last 1/3 of the page count. I still am trying to get the page count down to like 64 or so, trying to get some pages out. But at the moment, I'm just trying to make everything readable. Then I'll start taking just hacking away, trying to make things shorter. Okay. Groin, yeah. Edging in from the hall. Holding a pillow. In the doorway. There we go. That's shorter. Norman in the doorway, holding a pillow over his groin. Oh, hey, hi. Hey. You probably want your clothes. Kind of do. I threw them in the washer. Hey, hi. Oh, hey. Hi. I'm just trying to think if there's any way to make any of this shorter. Hello, Amina. Just check your 6 or yes. Oh, I am so glad. Thank you. Yes, I saw that you had a comment. I didn't have time to reply to it, but I did see it, and I am very, very glad. Yes, I will answer that question that you asked. But in the honestly, I got into that in another Ask Me Anything, so I will give you the link to that. Thank you for your comment, and I'm so glad that you're here. Hi, Jean. Hope you are weathering the weather wherever you are. Okay. probably want your clothes. I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of do. Threw them in the washer. Should be done now. Down the hall. All right. This is basically just a time transition. Norman steps in other words, he backs out, watches him go, amused, that's fine. Norman steps out of the laundry room, buttoning his shirt, follows the sound of dishes clinking in the cabinets, opening to find Madeline trying to cook in the unfamiliar kitchen. The reason is, and this is, hello, Marty Mac. This is super technical, but here's the thing. This scene ends with Norman leaving the room, and we're on. So that means that we are watching, and Madeline is watching him go. So we are looking at a shot of Madeline sitting in a chair at a desk, watching him walk away. Now, the next scene that really matters is this scene here in the kitchen, in which Madeline is cooking. So therefore, time has jumped. She has moved from one room to the other. If we cut from Madeline sitting at a chair to Madeline in the kitchen cooking, actually, there are ways to do that. You can, show... here's the thing. What I'm trying to say is that, and this is something that, this is a pretty sophisticated level of film thinking, but it is useful to remember. If you are on one person in one room and you cut to another room and that same person is in then, there has been a time jump. Because how did they get from room A to room B in the space of a cut? And so you need to either indicate that time has passed, either by starting on the food cooking or something to suggest that we are mid-cook, so that indicates a time jump. But you can't just show Madeline in the living room, then Madeline in the kitchen, because that's two Madelines in what appears mentally to be two places at the same time. So you need to do something to indicate time has passed. Hi at work to you, Larry. I was just thinking, can I... see, but here's the thing. She isn't cooking yet. So this is just a question of like, can I cut 4 or 5 lines by not showing him? Which I think I can. I'm going to cut these lines and find a way. Soon after, this is key, because before I said continuous, which means that the time is running continuously from one scene to the next. So I'm making it soon after. Norman buttoning his shirt. So that is indicating time has passed. In other words, he was naked. Now we're in another room and he's walking in. Steps in from the hall to find Madeline searching the unfamiliar kitchen. Okay, so that cut a bit of space. Yeah, look, I got down to 68 pages. Good. Breakfast? I don't want to put breakfast. Breakfast. There we go. Breakfast. I don't want to put you out. I'm already out. Might as well eat. Yeah. Let's not talk. Now that doesn't save me a line, but it saves some words. Don't want to put you out. I'm already out. Might as well eat. Norman smiles, watching her look around, uncertain. You like eggs? I shouldn't, but I do. Good, because I'm making eggs. He's got to have a frying pan, right? Well done. One mystery solved. One mystery solved. She is suggesting that there are others in her life, but she's just taken it one at a time. You know what? We don't need any of that. Boom. Might as well eat. You like eggs? I shouldn't, but I do. Good, 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 good. This is better. This is moving faster. Hello, Hopfeder, and greetings to SA. Happy Saturday. I hope you have a nice weekend. Okay. Good. So now we've just tightened this up. And the reason I have to tighten, because I like to sort of spend time and watch people in their behavior and their in relationships, but we just don't have time because the script is too long. So if I can do what I did and cut 3 or 4 lines, I should. That is a rule. Good, because I'm making eggs. He's got to have a frying pan. See, because I've already said she's searching. Steps in to find Madeline searching the unfamiliar kitchen. I'm already out. Might as well eat. You like eggs? I shouldn't, but I do. Good, because I'm making eggs. She's got a rhythm to it. She's like, I am on the job. Okay. Well played. Well done. Well done. Cooking eggs. Is this word for you? Is this weird for you? Is this weird for you? In every possible way. I thought maybe it was just me. Look, I don't do this kind of thing. Eggs. Let's see. Oh, look at those people are here. Hi, Maria. Doing well. I hope you are winding down your work day. I hope you all are in America. Hi, Thumper. Hi, Roddy. For those of you who are in the US of A and are looking to a long weekend, some of you, I hope. It is Labor Day holiday here on Monday. So hope you're doing good. Hi, Maria. Hi, Thumper. Hi, Roddy. Okay. I don't do this kind of thing. I don't do this kind of thing. The eggs. Eggs. Making love on Making love. This is awkward. I don't do this kind of thing. Eggs. Making love on the first. Whatever. On the first. See, it's not a date. She's aware it's not even a date. Okay. With strange men. Making love with strangers. I do. Love with strangers. That's good. Yeah. I do. If it works out. I do. If it works out that way. Really. I mean, I don't have to. Now I feel icky. No. That makes me feel expendable. Makes me feel cheap. Makes me feel lousy. Really? If it works out that way. Really? It makes me feel worse. Cheap. What does it make her feel? Yeah. Right, exactly. Randomly sleep with people. Okay. Cook. Yeah. Cook. Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Maria. Cook. Hello, Najo. Will you be laboring on Labor Day? I haven't decided. I mean, this is going to be my labor, and if something comes up where I can't, I won't. But I am planning to labor on Labor Day. I'm planning to stream on Monday, unless something comes up, because things happen. Okay, so Trash Truck Day. Stephen received the mandate list for TVN features from the studios. I do not know what that is, the mandate list. What is the mandate list? And hello, Wonder Woman X. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Let me see. Stephen's question. Have you ever added a trigger warning for readers of your script? I have a project that opens with a sexual assault. Find a little story and character arc, but concerned about that issue. It certainly can't hurt. I mean, here's the thing. We are in a moment in history when a lot of subjects have become delicate, controversial, or upsetting to certain readers. So if you can alert them that content is coming, I don't see any reason why not. Just add a page after your title page before your script. Sure, I think why not? Some people won't need it, but the ones who do will appreciate it, I think. I would not make a big deal out of it, but I wouldn't. I don't think it's wrong to have a trigger warning. I think that's rather friendly, kind, nice. Okay. Yeah, a mandate list of the things. Okay, yes. I just hadn't heard it called the mandate list. Yeah, it used to be called the open assignment list and some other things, but yes, cool. Yeah, sure. I mean, I am retired. I am not going to studios and trying to sell them stuff. Um, but but I think it's cool that you got it. Yeah. So what have different agencies? For those of you who don't know, um, different agencies, I believe, compile lists to circulate among all the agents because some of the agencies are very big companies, and so they got a lot of clients and a lot of agents. And what they do is they have everybody call around the people they know while they're doing their meetings. They're compiling a list of, oh, Sony is looking for Egypt-related projects, you know, uh, Warner Brothers has got this book that they are trying to find somebody to adapt. Blah blah blah. It's a list of things that they have internally decided they would like to work on or are working on. It used to be mostly a list of like scripts that needed rewrites or books that they had bought or things like that. Sometimes it would be an original idea that they're like, hey, we want someone to flesh this out. So that is what used to be called the open, at least I had heard of it called the open writing assignment list, the OWA list. Stephen has heard it called the mandate list. And cool, like they have a mandate to do these things and they want everyone to know in case you've got something that's like that. The agencies and companies tend to guard these lists because they don't want it getting out to strangers because any stranger who reads it might apply for the same job and they'd just be adding to their own competition. So they don't like to release that list. So cool that you found it. Um, yeah. Formally, no, that's true. The production team adds that in the opening credits, but the thing about that is what Steven's saying is um, there, if you feel self-conscious that you do not want to unnecessarily trigger someone, why not put a trigger warning on it? And I don't see it. Obviously, that isn't a production element. The production company will decide if they're going to do it, or the network, or whoever. But Stephen's simply talking about feeling a sense of responsibility as the writer for a piece that is going out there. Currently, books and scripts don't seem to usually have trigger warnings. But if you want to do it, I don't see any reason not. Why not? More general aspirational list. Interesting. Okay, cool. If it works out. Really? That makes me feel icky. Icky. Yeah, I like icky. That makes me feel icky. No, oh no. Oh. Oh, no, I was just trying to tell you it wasn't like bad. It wasn't bad. All right, so what I did here was I've changed. Oh. All right, so if it works, I do. I mean, if it works out that way, really, That makes me feel icky. No, I was just, no, I was just trying to tell you it wasn't like, please don't finish this. It's bad. It wasn't bad that you did it. It happens. It wasn't like, please. It wasn't like, just trying to tell you it wasn't like, please don't finish this. What? No, it was great. What? No. It was great. I meant it wasn't so terrible. Yeah. No. What? No, it was great. I meant it wasn't so terrible that you did it. It happens. In my dead ex-husband's crime scene house. Okay, so let's see what we. Oh, things are happening here in the chat. I have to. Okay. All right. Yes, a mandate may be for diverse characters, elevated comedy, no period pieces. Yeah, yeah. No, it's sort of like what they want to do, what they're looking for. It's the what are we looking for list. Okay, what are we working on? Taking suggestions? Mildly. What I'm working on is I have this script. This is a script that I have been writing for the past year, maybe year and a half at this point. That I started out with just one sentence or two, like one or two sentences, a rough idea for a type of project. And I said, let me spend every afternoon for an hour letting you watch how I take this bit of an idea and develop it into a story with characters, make an outline, and then write a rough draft and then rewrite it. What the hell is going on out there? Anyway, so what I'm doing now, that's what the past 225 episodes of this live stream has been, which is that I've been writing this script. So now I have a full draft, but it's rough. There's patches of it that need polishing. So I'm going through it scene by scene. I am about 2/3 of the way through, polishing it to make it as good as I can. Because then that actually becomes the first draft. My point about all of this is when you write something, you will do 10 or 15 drafts before you get to the draft that's readable enough for other people that will become the first draft, because for the rest of the world, it's the first draft they're going to see. So your first draft that you show people is actually usually your 10th or 15th or 20th draft. You've gone over it and through it and edited it and changed it, and that's just normal. And that is where we are. We are getting to the first draft. And as far as taking suggestions, I don't take a lot of them. It's not in my nature. But now and then, as I'm working, mainly I'm just trying to let you watch how I am seeing the scene and trying to just tweak the language and tweak the rhythm of it and the dramatic action, so that it reads as smoothly and focusedly as possible. That is what I am working on. And also I'm trying to cut another 3 or 4 pages out of this script because it's running a little long. So that's the main other thing. I was just trying to tell you it wasn't like, please don't finish that sentence. What? No, it was great. I meant it wasn't so terrible that you did it. It happens. So she's saying, yeah, it happens, but look at the circumstances. This is pretty bad. And he is trying to honestly say, hey, it's not so bad. We both needed to connect. She sighs. Well, we did, which is fun. That's a good. She's stopping complaining. She's admitting it was fun. So So you do this a lot. That's good. All right. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I'm not sure. First of all, that may be confidential. It may be like I'm not sure that company. The fact that somebody passed it to you is cool, but I'm not sure that I should be publicly putting it out and discussing it. I'm not sure about the ethics, if not the legality of it. But so cool. Actually, I don't know if the OWA is a physical. Are there such things as physical lists nowadays? Googling mandate list, I found that Coverfly has a page with a few. Probably not the hottest leads out there, yes. Yeah, here's the thing about just a little note, a little side note on studios and what they say they're looking for. First of all, this changes radically frequently. Companies are tweaking and changing their business plans now faster than ever. It used to be like an annual, we're steering the cruise ship and the ocean, the aircraft carrier, something big, and it takes a long time to turn. Now they are changing their mind every 5 minutes. So here's the thing about that. If you have the thing is, if you see on their list, we are looking for diverse characters, stories set in Alaska with supernatural elements, and you're like, wow, I would love to write that. And you start writing it. By the time you get done, they will either have found what they wanted and they won't want yours, or they will have changed what they wanted. So the point about those lists is not for you to start writing something because that list says they are interested in it, because they will not be by the time you can get something written. The purpose of those lists is for people who are in the business, who have a reputation, who have credits, who have agents, who can say, I am interested in this idea. Let me come talk to you about it and tell you what I would do. That's mainly what that is. Or if you happen by chance to have a finished script that fits those categories and you have an agent who can submit it, that's cool. But honestly, there is no immediate point to an unagented writer looking at those lists. Only because, like I said, they change too fast. And so if you were to, and the time it takes to write a script, even if you could write a script in 3 months, you probably would be too late. If that list is circulating now, people are going to be having that meeting in the next few weeks in which they're going to be saying, this is what I would do with it. So that's my personal feeling about those lists. I just don't want you to misunderstand what they are used for in the business. Okay. In my dead ex-husband's crime scene house sounds a bit awkward. Yes. No. That's the whole point. It is awkward. Yes, that's. She's sort of like, yeah. She's making it sound bad. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's in my dead ex-husband's crime scene house is an awkward thing because she's just feeling awkward. That one's okay with me. Yeah, sometimes you don't want people to speak too well. You don't want them to logically make arguments or put things properly because that isn't how they're thinking, how they're feeling. Okay. Thank you, Shanky West Side. Very glad that this is awesome. That is awesome to me. Yeah, I mean, the list gets circulated that there's a big difference between somebody passing it to a friend or something and actually just putting it out on YouTube, and that's it. Okay. Yeah, right. Hold on to it. Wait for something like that to come up, and boom, you have saying it slides into this. Yes, but the point is, each company has its own mandate because they are doing business plan. They're saying, oh, we believe this is the profit center of the next phase of audience going. for whatever reason. Those things tend not to last long. Like somebody will be saying, I want, crime buddy action pictures because something like that was successful recently. If you talk about like diversity or something, yeah, but that's not really, you don't really need a mandate list to know that they're looking for diversity. And you don't really, there's like the things that are in the zeitgeist that are generally what the culture is doing. That's what they want. That's fine. What's interesting is when they say like, I want something with mountain climbing, because what happens is for whatever reason, they have a star or a producer who's interested in that subject. And they're like, they want to do a mountain climbing picture. So there you go. Okay. Hello, N8 Kiss. Okay. Glad you are not trolling me. I appreciate that, and I am glad, within reason, within proper boundaries and professional ethics, to be loved. Yeah, keep writing. If you have access to these companies that are saying we want X, Y, and Z, and you have X, Y, and Z, cool. And yes, if you found out, if somebody said we are looking for a mountain climbing series, and you happen to have written the pilot for a mountain climbing series, sure, give them a cold call. Why not? The best way to get ahead of the curve is to make the curve, yes, or to make a curve. To make a curve and hope that others curve with you. That is absolutely good advice. Okay, so you do this a lot. Kind of burned out lately. Kind of burned out lately. We're blown up. They tend to start fast. Kind of burned out lately. They tend to start fast and blow up. Blow up. And blow up. And then blow up. And then blow up. And then blow up. They tend to sound. I think I have PTSD. I'm getting wary. Kind of burned out lately. They tend to start fast and then blow up. Blow up and then blow up in my face. I may have PTSD. Kind of burned out lately. They tend to start fast and but then blow up. It's fun when things start, but start fast, and they tend to start fast and burn bright and then blow up in my face. Start fast. They tend kind of burned out lately. They tend to start fast, but then and yeah, okay, kind of burn it. Kind of fast and fun, but then fast and fun, yeah. They tend to start out. They start fast. Start out fast and start fast and fun. They tend to start fast and. They tend to start fast and burn bright. That's I'm going to take out the burned out because there are two burns. I don't want to burn bright and burn out. Less lately. a little. Less lately. The one. In my experience, relationships start fast, burn bright. In my relationships tend to start. Less lately. In my experience, so you just let less lately. Less lately. Too many fast starts. Maybe I'm just getting old. They all seem to start fast and burn bright, but then blow up. Maybe I'm just getting old. Less lately. I think I have PTSD. It always seems to start fast. It always seems so magical. Less lately. I think I have PTSD. It always seems so magical. It always seems so hopeful. It always seems so... It always seems so magical until it blows up in my face. Maybe slow down. I gave up last. I just gave up a long time ago. I just gave up a long time ago on the idea that a relationship could not blow up. I just gave up a long time ago on the idea that a relationship could not blow up. I figured stop worrying about it. Plunge in, hang on, and try to enjoy I figured stop worrying about it. Plunge in, hang on, and try to enjoy the parts that feel like a romantic comedy before you get to the inevitable horror movie. So, this is the funny part. You're different. Yeah, see, because, this is better, actually. This is better. Huh. Who would have thunk it? I don't do this kind of making love with strangers. I do, if it works out that way. Really, that makes me feel icky. No, I was just trying to tell you it wasn't like. Please don't finish that. What? No, it was great. I meant it wasn't so terrible that you did it. It It happens in my dead ex-husband's crime scene house. Yes, it's hard to say, Maria. That doesn't mean it's not worth saying. No, it's fine. Some days it's just a question of when. If you have an off-topic one, ask it soon, because otherwise it gets too late and I don't have time to answer it. But no, I'm fine. I've got a lot done today. I'm happy to go off-topic. As you can see here, Stephen is talking about National Cinema Day, which honestly is just such a dopey idea. The theater owners think, oh, we'll go back for $3 because it's cheap, and then we'll be reminded how much we love movies, and we'll see a lot of trailers for movies we want to see. And then it'll be expensive again, and we're not going to go back. So this is it's just a dumb plan. Either make it $3, all the time, or $5 or $6, whatever you can manage, Mr. Theater owners. But this like one day when everyone goes for cheap is bad. Anyway, N8 Kiss, please ask your question. I am ready. I'm just reviewing this. I'm just rereading my stuff here. Both. So you do this a lot. Less lately. Less lately. I think I have PTSD. It always seems so magical until it blows up in my face. Maybe slow down. No, we're cool. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're fine. Go ahead. It's good. It's good. We still got 12-ish minutes. How complicated could it be? Go for it. There we go. Right on time. Serial killer. That was George's food. Okay, so that's the end of a scene. So that's good. That's a good place to. Let's discuss the beat parenthetical. Not place one here, but why and when would we use those? Yes. Here's the thing. This is completely arbitrary, personal, instinctive, and just a feeling. The reason that I put that in is because I want to have an adjustment between two sections of the speech. In other words, this part of the speech is she's explaining why she just did what she did. He put poison in the food, the serial killer. The serial killer is explaining the he. And then her point is, okay, so he did this, and that's what you were about to put in. So I wanted a little break between point A and point B, because there's like two steps to her thinking. He put poison in George's food, the serial killer. That was George's food. There's a little tiny pause there. Now, if I took it out, it just won't read that way. It's not impossible. You can do it, but I like to give a sense of the rhythm. Okay, Nakis. Good to know. All good. So back to the beat. So that was George. That's what's wrong there. So my feeling is this line reads. There's two steps. There's actually three steps. Step one is he put the poison in George's food. Then she's explaining who she meant, the serial killer. But then she's going back to why she did that, which is that was George's food. So I just think it's good, to put a beat in there. Because what I want to say is eensy beensy teensy pause. Just a little tiny mental adjustment. So that's why that's there. Why not put it here. Well, I did put one here. And that's a good, why do I do it here? Now, I just gave up a long time ago on the idea that a relationship could not blow up. I figured it's because I feel like this is part, once again, this is a thought. He's speaking. People are not planning what they're speaking. So he says, nah, I just gave up a long time ago on the idea. And take out those commas. I just gave up a long time ago on the idea that a relationship could not blow up. And then he thinks about it. He thinks, I need to explain more why I did that. So I just wanted that little bit of thinking time. I figured stop worrying about it. Plunge in, hang on. Try to enjoy the parts that feel like a romantic comedy before you get it. So could it be like this? Sure. But when I read it like this, I tend to feel like that's too unified and non-stop a speech. I didn't want this speech to feel quite that urgent and argued. So, there we go. Okay. So that's why those are there. That's how I do it. Other people, I have a friend who just does this. He just has a paragraph break in a speech. See, the line ends and then he puts a new line. I find that a little weird to read, but it's not bad. And it saves a line. So, do what you feel like. That's it. Sometimes you'll write like thinks or hesitantly or whatever. My point is, I think very often if you present, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines of a speech without any rhythmic beat in there, you're asking for that becomes quite a speech, actually. And I wanted this to be more casual. There, that's good. Okay, this is good. That's good. I have gotten, look at that. I've gotten down to 68 pages, and that scene is good. It's better. It reads good. Next week or next month, I may look at it and change some of these words. That's what happens. That's what you just go over it, and eventually you're just like, no, that feels good. That is an interesting element, though. When do you know your own instincts well enough to feel confident that, like, when you read it or you say, oh, that's pretty good. Some of you I know are just thinking, no, nothing I do is good. Try to like your work. Try to get to a point where you are like, yeah, that's good enough. That's pretty good. I'm okay with that. I have hit a good spot. That's the key. I talk about the poisoning. She says brunch. No, it's like shorten it. That's a good question. Let me see. I don't think so. No, actually, I'll tell you why I would not shorten this down to just brunch. Because they were eating brunch. The whole point was want to maybe go out. That I'll do. Want to maybe go out. There we go. Want to maybe go out. See now, because the point is they were about to eat. So the issue is, why don't we go to where the food isn't poisoned? So yeah, but no, cool, good point. It's better without the brunch. All right. And thus and such, we reach the end of another session. Like I said, very likely I will be here Monday, but if some social event comes up, and I suddenly say, oh gosh, I wanted to do that, and then I'll do it, and I'll see you Tuesday. But otherwise, and especially for those of you who are not in the USA, I know a lot of you are not, and therefore could care less about Monday because it's not a holiday. I still say consider taking a moment on Monday to support and give thought about organized labor, union labor, which is the point of the holiday, is to celebrate the American labor union movement, which I am a fan of. Can it be excessive and foolish and wrong-headed? Sure, but it is a very important balance to unrestrained, rampant, frightening capitalism, which I am also a fan of, but just not the unrestrained, rampant part. So that's my take on Labor Day, and I ask you all to consider the value of organized labor as you have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you probably Monday because I'm still going to labor. In the meantime, go write something.